Hello! Today we are going to go over the Alemia Mod and Map. You may have seen this in the community crunch lately and wondered, what is Alemia? Well, as you can see, it's a beautiful map that looks super fun to survive on. There is a catch though. This map only works with the Alemia Mod as well. All of the resources are designed specifically for the tools from the mod and not the normal Ark tools. It'd be really nice to see a version of this map made to stand alone so that we could combine what mods we want with the map. This map is set up for progression from the beginner area on, which is really nice. The Alemia Map and Mod are still being worked on and are not complete, but what has been done so far is quite a bit of fun and worth picking up, if you play with a group of people. Alemia is designed for 12-man tribes. I apologize for the recording, as it seems during fast movements OBS pixelated. Some of you may know that recently my PC died. The new motherboard came with issues because of its green settings and killed my hard drive. I lost all of my OBS settings, and I'm trying to get all sound and recordings reset up. The map looks much better than this recording lets on. I should have all the bugs worked out by the next recording. I would definitely enjoy doing a survival series on this map. Speaking of survival series, I have a few hardcore survive as a dino videos coming out soon. They were recorded before my PC bit the dust. Editing just takes some time. I will also begin my survival series everyone has been voting on my channel for very soon. If you don't know, I have a PvP series going on as well, where we are fighting the alpha of an official cluster. If you want, check that out. On top of a great map, Alemia has dungeons spread around the world. When you try to enter it, it will tell you need something to enter, so you have to figure out what is required to go into the dungeon. Once in, the dungeons are laid out in a fun and exciting way. Don't worry, I won't spoil much of the dungeon layout for you. The dungeons look super fun to explore. Let's head over and check out the Alemia mod needed to run this map. Let me know in the comments below if you enjoyed mod showcases or not.
The Alemia mod overhauls the Ark game pretty completely. It changes the stackables, how much things weigh, what the tools do. It adds a whole bunch of new things to the game, like these things for storage boxes. Or instead of storage boxes, we have sacks now, so that is kind of cool looking. We can stack wood inside these, storing wood, stack stone inside of these as well. It adds a whole bunch of new types of buildings and structures to it. They're continuing to add more to it, and there will be more as the beta continues going. So you should definitely give this mod a try. Weapons all work differently. So let's see, if you were to use... Let me go into the inventory here and show you. If you were to try and craft a pickaxe, pickaxe is for small stone. And if you have enough melee damage, you can get metal out of certain stones. You get a wooden sword for getting started for combat. And we have a skinning knife for getting feathers off of dodos and skin or hide off of other creatures. In this game, to make arrows, you have to have. Let's see if we can find some arrows here. You gotta have feathers instead of just fiber and thatch. You gotta have fiber and feathers to make arrows. So that's kind of neat. With this overhaul, we have like the hatchet cuts down small trees, right? This doesn't work on anything bigger than small trees. So each tree has a category now, whether it's small, medium, or large. And depending on which one it is, depends on which kind of hatchet you need, metal, or beyond, and then the next tier of metal. This game's also primitive, so it doesn't go into tech, things like that. It keeps everything nice and old school. It is set up to completely revamp the game. This map doesn't work with the normal Ark stuff, so the map is made to go with the mod specifically. So you make sure you have to both. And they'll both be linked in the description below if you want access to these mods. It's a lot of fun. Let's see what else we can show you. Let's show you the jobs real quick. The game requires jobs, so this is not a solo adventure here. You can kind of learn all the jobs if you're solo, but it's better to do it with multiple players. And there's 12 jobs, so let's show you what they are. And the first one is Alchemist. So you're the master of potions, you're the one who knows how and why, you're curious because you're intrigued by the magic of Alemia. Alemia, however you say it. It seems to require new skills and new analysis. Even the fauna seem to have developed powerful poisons. Okay, and I can go through and read all these to you, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to tell you this guy right here makes a lot of your normal alchemy stuff. The stuff that's made in the mortar and pestle, that's what the alchemy does. Your armorer, of course, makes the armor for you guys. Shields, leather, chitin, metal, hide, what is that, fur? Yeah, so the next up is breeder. The breeder takes care of breeding everything, and I'll show you the benches in a minute and what they can do. The chef makes the food. Engineer makes things like siege engines, stuff like that. We'll show you that in a minute. Rune Master, I'm not really sure what they do. We'll go check out their workbenches and find out in a minute. The Saddler makes saddles for dinos, of course. Stoneworker. This guy makes the stone houses and things like that. Tool Worker, this is the guy that's going to make your pickaxes and your axes and your skinning knives. Tracker is going to be the one that goes out and tames creatures. So you go out and tame creatures, things like that. It says you can bring back babies. You know, let's see, you are a nature specialist, you know many of its secrets. Even if you don't know all the fauna living in these mountains, you have a phenomenal ability to adapt. You'll be able to hide and lure the young away. I'm not sure how that actually works. I haven't figured that one out yet, but suppose you can lure the young away and raise them. You should be able to also tame, because there's Kibble in this game, and there's strength arrows and stuff like that. So, War Blacksmith. This guy makes the weapons, swords, pikes, crossbows, things like that. And then the Woodworker makes wooden houses, stuff like that. We'll go through and show you all these things real quick. So you know there are 12 different classes. It's meant to be taken one class per player. You can actually go into your ini file and set it up that way. They give you a code on the site that you copy paste into your ini file. So go ahead and line all these up. I'll go ahead and show you. First thing is shelf. Under chef, unfortunately you can't get rid of folders. I tried. So you gotta go through this. Hopefully they work on that. Anyway, you can go in here and cook. It shows you the different structures you can make. A bare barrel cooking thing. Alright. Farming. And fridges. So you have to make one of these. You can't craft these in your inventory. You have to craft them as a chef can craft these. And then you can pop them down and the chef can make different types of recipes depending on which one's down. Okay, same thing with the alchemist. You go in. The alchemist can start by making a few things. This is counter poison and bug repellent. Then let's go back. You can make healing potions and what is stamina potion? Okay. This is important. Healing potions and bandages are very important in this game. If your health drops below a certain percentage, you pass out, and then you can't do anything until someone comes up and heals you, or you have to kill yourself, basically. So definitely for solo, that really is no fun. So weapons, you make the oil jar, you can make some flame arrows as an alchemist, and then if you make the mortar and pestle, you can of course make more potions and things, probably like narcotics and stuff. You can make and then the vessel. So this is kind of what the alchemy does. This kind of splits up what you can do as Ark. It adds a few new things, but it really splits what you can do in Ark up. And then here we go. This is the engineer. You can make the flip flats, or no, that's a tree flat, isn't it? And why am I not getting tooltips? Here we go. This is called gem stuff. Engineer gems used for advanced craft upgrade, so that's kind of cool. There's probably something that requires that later to upgrade. Ballistas. See, tree tap. Oh, this, engineer stuff. Okay. This is stone table. You make here you go, your stone buildings this way. And then woodworking table. You make the wood buildings, chairs, storage bins, things like that. Some pretty neat stuff in here. You can make a bed. So yeah, we got some cool structures in here. So as you can see, this mod overhauls a lot of things, makes it a lot of fun. And here we have smelting. You have to make the hammer, you make this forges, the anvil. I'll show you that real quick. And then we come into the weapons. So this is the tool worker. So we can make the tools here, like I was telling you. It looks like skinning knife might be stone tier, and it doesn't upgrade from stone tier, but so this is for getting better wood, better metal. This is for I think these is the highest level rocks here and highest level trees here hitting these. And if you notice, you have to have a crafted iron hatchet head to make a hatchet. How do you get that? Well, once you are a tool worker and you've crafted a smelter, you can come in here. Check this out. As it smelts these, they become hot iron bars for X amount of time, right? This has got 11 minutes left on the timer. And each one, it's a stack. And once they cool down, they become iron ingots. Alright, while they're hot, you can make hot iron heads here. So you gotta make each piece here. So you craft one. Alright, I'll go ahead and craft one of these too. It's kind of slow going, so while it's doing that, we'll check this. We'll go ahead and craft one here. There we go. Now let's speed that along. Alright, here we go. We got pieces. Let me show you how that works. You gotta put them on your hotbar. I keep hitting the wrong button. There we go. And then another trick Why I'm showing you this is the power of the table is you have to craft these things, which is the fuel for the table, and the only person that can craft that is the person with the class, so this is kind of another way of restricting table usage to classes. Okay, now we put this piece on here while it's still hot. Don't let it cool down. Put on here while it's hot, then we can pull out the hammer, and we have to hit it. It shows durability, so you think you're breaking it, you're not, you're actually forging it. When that durability goes away, you have forged the item. And then we'll forge the axe head here. And if you miss and hit the anvil, you start breaking the anvil down, so don't miss this. It doesn't do a whole lot of damage to the anvil, and they're pretty easy to replace, but still. See, it's already damaged a little bit. Oh, it does actually decent damage to it. Okay, so now we have these, we can pop them in here. This is not a weaponsmith actually, so I probably can't use this one here, but okay, now we have that axe head, so we should be able to craft this. But because we don't have it fueled, we can't. Let's get that in there. Now we fueled it, and now we can craft. And there we go. Now we can cut down medium-sized trees. Alright, and then we'll come over here to the breeder table. This is for breeders. Basically, it has one thing in it you can make, and it is an ember nest. What you do for this is charcoal and spark powder. Put it in one of these, and you can put the egg in here, and you can make eggs. Alright, so must contain spark powder to reignite charcoal embers to provide incubation to eggs. So there you go. And that's how you incubate eggs and hatch them in this. So that's the breeder's only job. So if you don't have the code to make it where you're only one class is available to one player, then maybe one person can be a breeder and a hunter or something like that. Once you die, you also lose access to that class, so you have to, but then you just make another book and just re-grab it. No big deal there. Alright, the next thing is armor. It is what it sounds like. It makes the armor. You need crafted steel sheets, fiber hide, chitin, chitin, keratin, however you want to say it, crafted metal, and crafted metal sheets basically. We have some more crafted metal sheets here. And that's, so they added a few more pieces to the different types of armor. And then we come over to the Rune Master. Not 100% sure what this is. We made this rune table here. We make runes, but they only seem to snap to existing foundations. They need snap points. They don't seem to do anything. I think they're for upgrading stuff. You can come over to the rune table you make, put them in here, and then start upgrade. I don't think I've set this up correctly, but you do something here and it upgrades. Not 100% sure on the runes. We can figure that out at a later date and go back over that if you want. Just let me know in the comments. Alright, here we go. Next thing is the saddler. It does what it says, makes saddles. The structures it can make is for upgrading saddles. I'll show you that in just a second. And you can craft, these are the saddles you can craft. So these are the dinos they expect you to tame. Alright. And then there's the war blacksmith. Is what it sounds as well. It makes the shields, the pikes, the crossbows. The weapon is a sword. Not sure why it's in its own folder, but there you go. They are adding more to the game, so of course here's the same forges and things that the other crafter got as well. So let's go here now. What is this? This will be tracker, right? The tracker you can make the taxidermy bases. You make ghillie armor here. You need the ghillie armor to tame dinosaurs. Apparently, to tame dinosaurs with this mod, you have to sneak up on them by crawling on your belly with kibble equipped, and you feed the kibble to the babies, and the babies become, you tame them that way. Taxidermy tool structures. You can make bear traps and normal traps. Let's see. And then weapons. You make the trank arrow. I'm not sure if you can knock out dinos and tame them that way in this mod. It's possible. And then this usually only affects humans. It makes creatures untamable. Okay. And let's see what they do change some of the descriptions on these things. So let's see if they'll make sure the arrow's the same. Rapidly, yeah, it's the same thing. Okay. It's possible they expect you to war with each other, so them giving you some warring options there. Alright, like I said, we'll show you this. This is up. We can upgrade the Thorny Dragon saddle. To do this, you pop the saddle in the middle here, and then there's nothing here, right? So this thing here needs metal plates, put metal plates there. This needs gems, so you put your engineered gems here. And then here, you pop your leather. And once you have it all there, you can start the upgrade. And upgrade to a better saddle. So this is how you get better quality saddles with this mod. So that's pretty neat. So they added a whole lot of classes to Ark that you can do, and it changes the game quite a bit. This is a great mod for group play. This would be a lot of fun. Solo, I don't recommend this mod for solo players. It would be tedious and not a lot of fun. The map is really amazing, as you saw earlier in the video, but the one thing with the map is it does require this mod to really work, so you can't really play this as a normal survivor map. Another thing with the Alemia mod, I think I said that right. I'm not sure which one's right. But however you say it, this mod does work very well with other mods either. Stacking mods, item mods, Ingram mods, things like that aren't going to work. Probably Dino mods won't work very well either, but it does have a lot to do. This will keep you busy for hours on end, even with a larger group. It needs, like I said, if you're going to do the one person per class like they recommend, then you need 12 players at the minimum, right? And then with 12 players, you can do some pretty cool stuff.
If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button. Have an awesome day.